This is Brian McAboy with Inside Out Trading. I don't know what we need to talk about, which is one of my favorite topics when it comes to trading because most everybody's got a pretty strong opinion about it, but it cracks me. I was talking with this guy the other day and he was just worked up and he's like, man, I had this guy was telling me the other day, so I make 10% a year on my trading, that's doing good. And I don't buy it. But then I got thinking about it. So I haven't been able to do that. So what is a reasonable number? And it's amazing. I find it amazing because sometimes people get pretty heated about it. I remember years ago, I was on this forum, Forex forum, and I'm going back and forth with a couple of different people, and they're both sitting there saying, oh, if you're making more than 1% a month with your trading, you're lying. And I'm like, oh my God, if you're not making 1% a month, what are you living on? That's like zero margin. How can you go that thin? Besides, the thing is, in any business, really, you want to be making 6% or better. I mean, that's like an absolute minimum. That's if you're a great big company and capital intensive, all that kind of stuff. 6% is a minimum. If you're not making 6% a month, my God, that's called razor thin margins. I mean, you look at some companies like Facebook, they got like a 42% margin. It's huge. And with trading, of course, we're not working on margin because we're not selling stuff per se, not products and services like other businesses. We're working off ROI on our account. But even with that, if you're not making 5 or 6%, you need to fix that or figure out something else because there's so many other pursuits where you can make more. And if your primary thing is that you're doing this to make money, 6% really should be a target to shoot for minimum per month, not per year. 6% a year is like financial planner kind of speak, where oh, I got a mutual fund over here with 7% last year. We killed it. It's like, no. If you're trading, if you're actively trading and you're putting your time into it, you should be making like 6 to 10% a month. There's some prop firms that require you to be making 10% a month. And the thing is with trading, here's one of the cool things about it. And I find it such a cool topic. I mean, some guys, even in the trading space, say, hey, if you're making 15% a year, that's good. And others, they say, if you want to make more than 20% a month, that's too ambitious. Here's the thing. In terms of account ROI, stop looking at it that way because it's not a workable perspective. If you want to know what's reasonable to expect from your trading, here's really the way to find out. It's the same as any other business. And here's what I'm talking about. The revenue that you make in any business comes down to two factors. It's the product of two factors. How many transactions are you turning over a month? That's the first one. And the second one is, how big are those transactions? So if you sell something and you make $100 on it, if you sell 100 of those, you're making 10 grand a month. That's the math. If you're only selling 2 a month, you're going to make 200 a month. Doesn't matter what your base is. And so the same thing goes with trading. So how much can I expect to make, return on my investment? Well, here's the thing. You can, I had one guy I worked with a few years ago. It was hilarious because when I'm first talking to him, I asked him, it's like, how much are you looking to make with your trading? He says, I'd like to make about 3 grand a month. I got a couple other businesses going, but with my trading, I'd like to make about 3 grand a month. I'm like, okay. So how big of an account are you working with? He goes, 5 grand. And I'm like, $5,000? He says, yeah. And part of me wanted to just bust out laughing. It's like, okay, you want to make 60%, right? And many years ago, I would have kind of laughed about that. It's like, dude, that's just, you're gambling, thinking it's not realistic. I said, let's take a look at how you're trading. And I said, okay, so what kind of per trade risk are you running? And he was keeping his trades small and conservative, just running 1% per trade. But the thing is, he was placing so many trades per day. He was day trading in a super fast 1 minute chart in and out all the time. And he could pile up 8, 10 trades a day. Well, at that rate, you figure if he's only making, even if he's only making a 0.5% a trade, but he's getting in 10 trades a day, well, that's 200 trades a month. Yeah, that's a lot of trades. So he can have an expectation to make 60% because, yeah, if he's getting in 100 trades a month, a couple hundred trades a month, even if they're tiny, he's getting in a couple hundred trades a month. And we got him to a 60% comfortably. He wasn't really having to work at it that hard. And that was the cool thing about it. So when you're wanting to know what's realistic to expect from your trading, or how should I go about my trading? What kind of time frame should I be looking at? Look at your goals. If you're wanting to be a bit more ambitious, you can do it You just need to take a look at it and say, well, yeah, if I'm wanting to make 30% a month, but I still want to have good risk management, keep my trade small. Okay, how can I trade? How can I go about it so that I'm getting in enough trades that even running nice conservative risk management, I'm getting in enough trades to reach my financial goals. That's how you go about it. And if you're wanting to be more conservative as far as how aggressive you are with your trading or the number of trades, or you just don't want to work that hard at it, well, then that lets you know, okay, I'm only going to be getting in 10 trades a month. How much capital am I going to need to do that to reach my financial goals? But you kind of back into it. And like I said, as far as your ROI, your account ROI, it is solely dependent on how many trades per month are you placing and the size of the trades, just like any other business, every other business. So if you want to be ambitious, you can. And it's just a matter of putting together the proper plan, the proper business strategy, and that as far as how to achieve those goals. And if you'd like to talk about this more, how to put together a business plan for your trading, swing by insideouttrading.com, book a call with me, and we can talk about it. And as far as the feasibility of your goals, what you're looking to do, best approach to get there, we can have a short talk about it. In 15, 20 minutes, we can cover a lot of ground, and we can get you on that path. So go ahead and do that. Trading, it's a great business. It's one of the few where it doesn't matter. The economy is doing great. It's not doing great. It's tanking. Traders, we can make money. So yeah, swing by insideouttrading.com. Let's get your trading business working the way you want it to. Let's get it planned out and structured from a business perspective, from a financial asset perspective. Let's make it what you want it. So again, hope this has been helpful. Swing by insideouttrading.com. Talk to you soon. Cheers.